What is up? Hodge here. Just got done uploading some videos. I've been trying to get more into my YouTube channel, try to get more subscribers and stuff, but for those of you that are subscribed on there, every day I'm going to try to put up a new exercise, explain how I do it. That helps my long distance clients a lot because they can watch the video and they know how to do the exercises that I put on their workout programs that I send them. And for those of you that do the MillFit program or have downloaded it, those exercises should be linked, so when you press them, when you open up the PDF and press the exercise on the screen, it'll go straight to the exercise, the video of the exercise. Some of those are going to change as I put up new videos, so I'll try to update if I'm not busy. Speaking of busy, I've been busy lately, and that's why a podcast has not come up, but I have about an hour or so, so I'm going to record one now, something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Let's see. So, and for the MillFit program, if you guys go to www.hodgebuilt.com, it's on there. It's like not even 19 bucks. It's a little bit under 19 bucks, I think. But it's a 12-week program. It is flawless so far. Everybody's tried it, loved it, had great results. I know here the 10-week notice has come out. The PRTs are actually about to start for Navy. So, when you guys do your PRT and, whether you pass or not, you get your ass kicked, you're winded, and you're tired of feeling like that, you want to go into your next one knowing that you're going to pass and it's going to be easy. This is the workout you need to do, because I'll tell you, when I was in, I fucking hated doing the PRT because I knew I would pass, but towards the end of it, I would just be dead. Like, I wouldn't want to do shit for hours after. I'd be out of breath and aching all over. And people say, well, I'm going to pass. Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to feel like that. You want to, I would go into some of them like not sure if I was going to pass, just hoping I would pass or run enough, because, you hope when you cross the finish line, the times where you want it to be and shit. Do this program, and that way you'll walk in there, and it'll be like another day at work, a walk in the park. While everybody's sweating it, worried if they're going to make it or not, you're already done. So check it out, and I'm going to keep pushing this shit until like a bunch of you guys buy it. So get ready to get an earful of that shit. Anyway, now, first thing I want to talk about is getting ready for the holidays. We're in October, and November is about to come up, so there's Thanksgiving, then you have Christmas and New Year's. All right, those are 3 days. 3 days, that is it. When people start talking about the holidays, they think like it's this 6 to 8 week freaking splurge where they just eat as much as they can and put on like 20 pounds. That is absolutely absurd. Me working in the gym, it dies down around that time because everybody's out doing the holiday thing, but now I understand that. But when it comes to the eating portion, because a lot of people associate holidays with food, and they associate food with celebration, because nobody today associates food with keeping you alive, because that's what the fuck it's supposed to do. So they think that they have to go on these binges where they just eat all the time for weeks. Well, it's the holidays, we'll be putting on pounds. Actually, if you think about it, dude, it's 3 fucking days, and in between those days, there's plenty of weeks to recover from any damage that you did that one day and actually make some progress. So if you actually, thought about it and planned it out right, by the time New Year's comes around or after New Year's, you should be further ahead than you were before Thanksgiving. I mean, it's one day. You can't fuck up a bunch of results in one day. I mean, you would really have to try. And plus, most of the time, it's like one meal. I mean, for my guys and girls, you know what I mean, that I help out, I'll say, okay, go eat that meal, and then you're done. Once, put the food on your plate, eat it. Once you're full or once you're done eating, like, get up, that's it. Don't keep going back to and getting food all day long. Like, if people sitting there watching TV after they eat, talking with their family, and they keep going back and going back. Stop doing that shit. Like, get your food, eat it, carry on. It's, and if you're one of these people that has to go to like, well, I got to go to my stepbrother's, then I got to go to my cousin's wife's aunt's house, and then I got to go to my, dude, you don't have to eat at every single place. Like, the holidays are not here for you to eat. That's not why they're here. The holidays are here representing certain things. Now, Thanksgiving, okay, maybe. But Christmas, like, baby Jesus wasn't born so that you guys can go out and gorge yourself with ridiculous amounts of food and, like, destroy your health and your insides for all day, and for some people longer, like weeks. That's not why that happened. So remember why the damn holiday is here to start with. It's not here so you can just engorge yourself like a pig for fucking days. That's not why it's here. New Year's, everybody drinks, I get it. But, you know, one night of drinking a year is not going to kill you. Just don't do anything stupid and wind up in fucking jail or anything like that. If you guys ever watched my video on the alcohol and how alcohol puts on fat, you might want to watch that before you go out and drink. It might actually motivate you to not drink as much. Everybody talks about the holidays like they got to take all this time off from the gym and all this time off of dieting, like 6 to 8 weeks worth, when in reality it's 3 days that are spaced out by plenty of time to undo whatever you did for that one meal on that one day before the next one comes around. So enjoy your day, get up the next day, get off your ass, get back in the gym, get back into your routine. You'll be in your routine for a couple weeks, another holiday comes around, repeat. Then another holiday comes around, repeat. Next thing you know, yeah, you're not as far in progress after New Year's as you would have been if you didn't go out those 3 days, but you're a lot further along than you were before Thanksgiving, and it's really didn't do that much damage. Have some damn common sense with this shit. Like, you are going to have to do some grown-up shit in between the holidays, so keep that shit in mind when it comes around, because, you know, if you're smart about it, you can enjoy all 3 of those holidays and really not hurt anything at all. So just be smart. Don't, because I know when some people eat, they fall off and they stay off, and, well, you know, I had this pizza last night and it was good. The next thing you know, they're just, for days and days and days, they slip back into their old routine of eating shit, not doing anything. And then before they know it, they're back to square one to where they were before they even started going to the gym. So you already have to have the mindset of going in, when, you know, I'm going to enjoy this day, tomorrow my ass is back at work, and you'll be all right. Just don't use it as a segue to fall off track and stay off track for weeks and weeks. Well, Thanksgiving's over. Here comes Christmas. Here comes Christmas. It's like fucking weeks away. What are you talking about? Get your ass back in the gym. Make some room for the food, as they say. All right, enough about that shit. Next thing. Now, this one is, I've had some conversations with other people about this one, and we've made a lot of good points, and I'm going to express those now. About this whole everyone's a winner bullshit world that I've seen a lot of today, so, which I really don't like. Everybody gets a trophy. You show up, you participate, you're just as good as who made first place. You know, there's no losers. That's bullshit. I don't like that. I think it doesn't prepare people for life. It does not teach you how to better yourself. It does not prepare you for competition, because competition is what makes the world go around, whether it's competing against businesses, competing in sports, wanting to get as good a grade as somebody else, or, you know, you're competing in order to do good on a test, anything. I mean, it's competition when you look at it. So if you take that away, you're taking away, shit, I'd almost go as far as to say any reason to live. Like, why are you here? Just to sit around? Like, we're here, we have goals, we need to better ourselves, and to do that, we have to have winning and losing. Because if everybody's winning, then really nobody's not doing shit, because everybody's on the same wavelength, no matter how hard they work or how little they work, which is bullshit. If you work hard, you should get whatever the hell you want. Taking away the competition is taking away a driving force. You take away a reason to be. You take away motivation. You take away the understanding that to become better and acquire whatever you want, you can do so through hard work and earning it. You take all that away, and those are life lessons that everybody needs to learn growing up. You cannot take those away. That is dangerous. You are, as they always say in the military, setting yourself up for failure. That is what you are doing. You know, sometimes losing can make a winner. You know, losing sucks, and if you've ever lost, you know this. If it's something you really wanted and you didn't get it, it sucks. Now, it's not necessarily the losing that'll determine how you are, it's how you handle it. Some people will lose and they think their life's come to an end, there's no reason to live, they're done, they no longer strive to do anything, you know, and it just hits them hard and they don't know how to bounce back, and you know, next thing you know, they just think they're subpar, they walk around and mope for the rest of their fucking life. But for others, they can go try for something they really want and lose and be like, I'll be damned if that shit's gonna happen again. And they go back and try and they keep trying and they finally win. That's how losing can benefit. Because, you know, people sometimes need that shitty feeling. Me, I'm one of the stubbornest people ever. A lot of the lessons I've learned in life have been losing and from getting my ass kicked and having to fight it until I finally win, no matter what. I mean, there's been things where people told me that you will never ever be able to do this whatsoever, and I could fail 100 times, but I will not stop until I finally not fail or I finally win. That's the mindset I've usually had. That's the mindset I had when I played football in high school. That's where I learned that a lot, because not getting any details, but people here and there in my life told me that I was in the wrong place and I was doing the wrong thing, and I wanted to play and be where I was at, and I made it possible for me to do so by working harder in the off season, starting training before other people did, you know, busting my ass, and I finally, you know, by senior year, I was all right. I was where I wanted to be. And yeah, that's the lesson I took from that. I got tired of not being picked to play. I got tired of not starting, and it fucking sucked. But instead of walking away or going somewhere else, I kept coming back, no matter how many times I got kicked down. So that's how you're supposed to handle it. You know, but they're afraid to let people lose because they get butthurt. Well, no shit. They get butthurt. It sucks to lose. It feels like shit. And then when that happens, you have to teach that person how to deal with it so that they become a stronger person. But if you take competition away and you say, oh, everybody's the same, everybody's a winner, they have no reason to strive forward. They have no driving force. They don't give a shit. Because no matter what they do, they're a winner. That shit needs to go. One of the reasons I get into this topic is because this is kind of twisted into everybody accepting who they are. And I'm not trying to say this in a bad way or be negative towards anybody, but this whole, I'm not saying teaching everybody to be happy who they are, but people have accepted who they are, and that has taken away the need to strive to do better. You know, you always hear people like, well, I'm happy the way I am. They might be a little overweight or something, or they're happy the way they are. Well, the fact they're having to broadcast that should tell you that they're not fucking happy, because if they were happy, they wouldn't give a shit what anybody thinks. They wouldn't have to project that out there, because, you know, it's like they're saying that and projecting it out loud so that they can believe it themselves. It's like the people that put up these ridiculous quotes and shit on Facebook that they, you know, nobody gives a shit what you have to say. You're putting it up there so you can read it and reassure yourself, oh, this is for me. But you make it seem like it's for everybody else. And you guys out there know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all got pissed off there, but it is the fucking truth. You put shit out there that you need to be keeping to yourself, but you think, well, if I broadcast this, then I'll finally be motivated to listen to it, you know, whatever. Same shit with telling everybody you're happy with yourself when you're not. Does that mean there's something wrong if you're not happy with yourself? Fuck no, it's perfectly fine to not be happy where you're at. You know what? You get up, get off your ass, and you get to where you want to be. That's how you deal with it. You don't accept it, you don't sit back, you know, cry about it and shit. Get off your ass and change it. You don't like it, change it. If you don't like muffin topping out of your fucking jeans, get your ass to the gym. If you don't like how you're performing at your job, like, do some study and work hard, you know, acquire whatever skills you got to acquire and go back and do better. You don't like how you're doing in school, fucking stop drinking and shit, study and get some better grades. This can be applied to anything. But the minute you start accepting where you're at is the second that you stop moving forward. And this world is not about not moving forward. That's, you know, that's bullshit. You should always be striving to move forward, even if it's personal, spiritual, financial, whatever it is. And the minute you stop looking for that next bar and you start accepting where you're at and I'm happy where I'm at, it's gone. So I know some people think like that because they think they'll never get to where they want to be, but you're never going to fucking know until you try. And I guarantee you, if you try enough and you keep trying, eventually the losing's got to break and you're going to win. I mean, eventually it's got to start looking in your favor. No matter, I mean, it could take forever, but in the end, somehow, some which way or form, you will win if you keep trying. There's people that, they're overweight, they're unhealthy, their blood work's bad, heart conditions, fucking diabetes, like type 2 diabetes, shit they can fix. Oh, but I'm happy, because I'm happy, and that's what, you're not fucking happy. I mean, there may be a token small percentage of people that are actually satisfied and happy with that, and they know they're gonna have bad health or die early and like, fuck it, whatever. You know what, cool, if that's you, fine, you're in the very small percentage of people. But you can't tell me that it is human nature to be subpar or to be average and then have an opportunity to be better than that put out in front of you. All you gotta do is work for it, and a small piece of you inside is not interested in trying to grab that. That's just human nature. Or else we wouldn't have a reason to get up and do shit during the day. Everything leads to something better. Whether it's getting up and eating so you're not starving, or getting up and going to work so you get more money. Like, something leads to something moving a step forward. And not wanting to progress in any way, shape, or form is just not human nature. That's not, I don't believe that. We're not here just to be here and waste fucking oxygen. That's ridiculous. Alright, everybody was put here for a reason. We got shit to do. We need to figure out what it is and get it done. And then find the next task. I mean, even people that retire go after hobbies and shit. Or they have certain goals that they have. I mean, it doesn't have to be always work related or body related, health related. There's all types of shit. But me being a trainer, I see this a lot with the health and fitness industry, because people will come in, they'll get in a good rhythm for a little bit, then they'll fall off, and then they'll start telling, I'm happy the way I am, I really don't need all this work. Now, in the back of your head, you're thinking you can't do it. That's why. What you need to do is actually keep trying to get some progress, because I've seen people like that, and the minute they start seeing some changes or see some progress, their whole fucking attitude changes. And it's like, they go from being the person bitching about having to come to the gym to walk around with a fucking cooler full of food and eating on time and everything, because now they actually believe they can get there. This is not going in the direction I wanted to. I was supposed to talk more organized than this. While I was driving here, I was going over it in my head and I had it perfect, and now I'm just mumbling all over the place. But I hope you guys, sometimes some people say I'm better when I do that. Whatever. I hope you guys are getting something out of this, because this is some shit y'all really need to fucking listen to. Sometimes myself included, there's times where I've sat back and been like, you know what, I'm alright, and I'm not alright, and I need to fucking go. I need to move forward. I need to find something to do. I need to start planning more so I can get further ahead than where I'm planning to be. That's I have tried to make it a point to force myself to have that mentality, because in the end, that's what I really want. There's something out there everybody wants. You got to figure it out. You got to push for it. But as far as the health and overweight and stuff like that, people take that same attitude and they take the competition out of it, and next thing you know, they're just years and years and years unhappy, but they keep telling everybody they are, which is bullshit. But like I said, please don't take a lot of negative from this. I'm not doubting anybody. I'm not talking shit about everybody. I'm just stating what I've seen as factual evidence, and hopefully some people will realize, and agree with me, and tomorrow when you wake up, you decide, hey, today's the fucking day. That's what I hope a lot of you guys get out of this. Don't go around trying to convince. If you're really not happy with something in your life, don't convince yourself that it is. I'm not saying now, God, before somebody fucking emails me and says this shit, I'm not saying, I say that because I guess I'll go back to talking about how you deal with it is what matters. Like how you deal with losing, how you deal with not being happy with yourself. Because like I said, it's not necessarily just losing or not being happy. It's how you deal with it and what you do to change it. Some people will go fucking hang themselves or some shit, and that's not the fucking way to fix it, okay? Do not, God, nobody hit me up with that shit. I actually think, I'm not going to get into my personal opinions on that shit, but I'll say that is not what you're supposed to do. If there's something you don't like, or there's a way you're not happy the way you are, even if it's something socially or, you know, physically, health, you know, the job you have, the way you act, if you can identify the problem, you can fix it. So figure out what it is, get a game plan, and get motivated. Anybody that gets in your way, fuck off. I got something to do, and get it done. You know, and people, the minute some friends come in the picture, like, hey, let's go out and do this, you know, you fall off track, dude, those guys are going to be there when you're done. The ones that are giving you shit and trying to take you off course are going to be the ones that are asking you questions and following in your footsteps once they see how you change. So just remember that, because the jealous ones, the ones that, you know, wish they could do it but they can't, or whatever, stuff like that, they're gonna be the ones convincing you not to do it or trying to get you to go out and stuff. Fuck them. You know, come back to them when you're done, or watch them follow behind you doing the same shit and asking you what they can do, but what they can do for themselves because they saw you change. Sometimes all it takes for a person is putting that damn light at the end of the fucking tunnel before they can finally believe they can do something, whether it's something they did or something they saw their friend do. It's enough to get them off their ass and moving. So by you not progressing forward, you may be stopping 2 or 3 people from progressing forward, because they no longer, they haven't seen you and they're not inspired by you. There's so many good things that come out of trying to be better that I don't see why even people even thought about this everyone's a fucking winner bullshit, because like I said, it takes all that away. And now we're all just sitting around. Hey, we got the same trophy. I worked my ass off, you just showed the fuck up. So it's like communism. It sucks. And that shit didn't work, so why is this gonna work? You know, I've said this 1,000 times, but I probably say this at least once a day. And this sums up everything I've talked about. You are a product of your lifestyle. You are a result of everything you do every day, every action you take, every decision you make determines what you are going to be. So if there's something about you don't fucking like, start changing the shit you do. You can't keep going to Starbucks and eating fucking donuts every morning and expect to have less body fat. You can't sit on the couch and watch Bloodsport and then expect to be this badass fucking, you know, martial artist. Not gonna happen. You have to change things. You have to do things that lead towards that goal. Get in the gym. Stop eating fucking donuts. You know, find alternative to the Starbucks shit, whatever the fuck it is y'all drink from there. You know, something that's low calorie or something like that. I don't know. I would just tell you to cut it out because it's fucking dumb. Go to black coffee. Suck it up. All right. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I think I got the point across, and I went off on a lot of tangents and shit. So, yeah, that's it.